welcome to the KB Terrace Talk FPL Livestream. I am Merzgoff, your host for the night, and I am joined by three fellow panelists. We have got GH. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah, not too bad.
We got the man who looks like he's on the Costa del Scotland. It is Turbo Tom with the sunglasses on. He needs to unmute himself.
Which doesn't know
point. West Coast. Nice to be on with you guys. Thanks for having me on for another action-packed hour of knowledge, which I'm sure all three of you are going to give me. So thank you.
Yeah. And I've got some big news for you shortly. After we talk about something. Then I am also joined by Ben, aka I'm not 13th place for the month. How you doing?
Well, I'm very good, thank you. Definitely not 13th place for the month, but as we know, things could change.
Yeah, things could change. I mean, it is very close towards the bottom of the table, but we'll get to that in a bit. The first subject we will be talking about is the double game week. But if you have got any comments that you want to put in chat, feel free. If you got any questions, we'll try and answer them, because the first bit of news that we need to talk about is the double game week is looking like it's going to happen in game week 26. So basically, whoever wins between Arsenal and Chelsea to get to the EFL Cup final will basically have that game that is in game week 31 moved to probably game week 26. So that's not that far away, because we're in game week 24 right now. So
yes,
a couple weeks time, double game week. Get your preparations in order, ready for that.
Arsenal would have some good fixtures. I think they play Wolves in that period. So
they will, because the week 31 fixture for Arsenal is Wolves. For Chelsea, it's Everton. Man City and Newcastle, due to the fact that Man City's opponents during that weekend of the EFL Cup final is Palace, they won't be able to have their game put to game week 26. So actually, what that means, though, is that there's going to be two lots of double game weeks.
Ooh.
Because if Man City gets to the final, that game gets moved. Or if Newcastle gets to the final, their opponent, Sunderland, will also... So Newcastle, Sunderland game will get moved to a different week as well. What do you guys think of that news right there, the double game week?
Well, it depends what the schedule is going to be like. Because, for example, if Arsenal and Newcastle get to the final, which is not a huge possibility, but it's not unlikely. I think it could be good. I think the chance to get some double points is brilliant.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Arsenal are winning the leg at the moment by 1 goal, and then Newcastle obviously losing by two goals. But obviously, the fixture schedule would affect Newcastle more because of the pure fact that they're playing in the playoffs more than anything.
Realistically, the only benefit for a double game week is a triple captain, because obviously if you triple captain somebody and they've got 2 games, then they're going to get way more points. Everyone else will still get the same amount of points. It just won't be in the previous game week. It will be in that game week instead. So realistically, it makes no difference apart from the triple captain, in my opinion.
Well, it won't be just the triple captain you need to think about. It's also the bench boost, because in some ways, because if you've got this double game week in 26, let's say the Man City 100% get through. So Man City, Palace plus Man City versus whoever, but you would also have to factor in like who Palace play that particular game week, and also with the 26, you've got Arsenal playing Brentford and Wolves, or if it's Chelsea, Leeds versus Everton. So you also have to think about who Brentford are playing that week, and Wolves and Leeds and Everton, because you're wanting to kind of double up in some ways on both accounts, not just necessarily on Arsenal and
And what I will say, good reason. This is kind of a reason why I'm glad I'm keeping my transfers, because at the moment I've got 3. But at this point, I'll probably have 5 if I play it correctly, and that'll be very beneficial in making sure I've got all the right players in my team to win the month.
Okay.
I mean, if there's 2 double game weeks, first and foremost, you can use your triple captain, aren't you, on one of them, and then you're probably going to use your free hit on the other.
No, you won't. I disagree with that, Tom. You would use your free hit in game week 31, the weekend of the EFL Cup, where the games are being moved from, because obviously that weekend, Arsenal, Wolves, let's say it's Man City and Palace aren't going to be playing their fixture that weekend. So if you've got players from those teams, you want them out of your team. So that's where your free hit is going to be, is in week 31.
Yeah, but your free hit would go across the double game week, wouldn't it?
No. The double game week wouldn't be beneficial for the free hit. Merz is correct, because if you use them on that, let's just say for argument's sake, you've got 2 Wolves, you've got 2 City, you've got 2 Arsenal in your team. Oh wait, you can't transfer them all out because that's 2, 4, 6. So then what do? You'd have to bench some of them and hope that it doesn't really matter too much. But if you want to maximize your points, you do your free hit and ensure that everyone's playing.
Where do you think European competitions come into it at all?
Well, it's because the playoffs happen during game week 26 and 27. So they can't move the fit. So Arsenal will play, or Chelsea. I don't want to. I know as I'm an Arsenal fan, and I want Arsenal to get to the final. But I at the end of the day, either team can go to the final. So Chelsea or Arsenal would play a midweek fixture in game week 26. So you'd have the weekend fixtures. Then at the end of it, during the midweek, tied on to game week 26 will be that midweek fixture for Arsenal or Chelsea, depending on who gets to the final. And during that week, you also got the European playoffs. And then the following week is the second leg of the European playoffs. So that's why this is put here, and what the reason why Man City Newcastle can't have the rescheduled game in that time period because of the European playoffs.
What European playoffs are you talking about, Merz?
Champions League, Europa League,
Conference.
League as well.
Yeah,
the ones that finished in the top 24 or whatever.
Yeah, from 9th to 24th.
8th and 9th to 24th. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's a bit of a weird one because obviously the Champions League for the last few years being all the European competitions being a different format makes things a bit more interesting, doesn't it, when it comes to FPL and the different game weeks and stuff, because things have got to move around, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have, yeah. Which I hate. I personally hate the new format. I'm a purist. I hate it. I think it's awful.
I think that it shows the good teams more and it shows the bad teams more. Like realistically,
Not necessarily. I think this new format has created some interesting games.
It has. I mean, obviously, you had Benfica's goalkeeper scoring the last minute.
Karabag and Bodo getting into the actual next round is massive.
It is, but I mean, I don't know. Look, I say a purist, right? I prefer to see the best of the best play each other in the last stages.
And that will happen
and that's why Spurs are through.
Exactly.
The big will be happening in the knockout stages, is all I'll say to that. But we're digressing a little bit from FPL related stuff. Of course. Anybody got any any of you got any questions or anything you want to add about this double game week stuff for the audience, or whether you pose a question to the other panelists that you want answering?
No. I mean, gentlemen, how many of you got all your chips left to play?
Yeah, I've got them all to play.
I've
I've
got
got
them
3
all.
transfers currently. I've got 3 Chelsea players in my team, 2 Arsenal.
Ben's a bit more scuppered because he's already used his free hit and his
Oh dear.
and his wild card, so he's only got bench boost, triple
and
captain
triple.
left.
I mean, triple captains is still a good one to have available. Bench boost, again, bench boost could be good for this, but the problem comes when, like you say, when they're not playing and you want to transfer them out, he's going to be like a bit screwed. Potentially depends how many he's got of them.
Yes. And then we're going to move on now to game week 23, the week that had just gone by. And here is the team of the week for that particular game week. We got
incredible
a nice mixed bag of players here. Like, we have 2 Villa players, 2 Chelsea players, and then we've got like 1 player from Man City, Spurs, Fulham, Brighton, Liverpool, and West Ham. So you kind of got a nice little bit of a range of players going on here. No truly like out there point scoring player. Like Esteval is being given the player of the week, but he's got 13, same as Bosley. Got a couple on 12, a few on 11, and then 10. So it wasn't like someone went out and got like nearly 20 points or something this week. Like that, it's just bits and pieces here and there and everywhere. Obviously, I wouldn't say that it's much of a shock with Chelsea players performed. We obviously mentioned it last week where they've got a nice little run of fixtures. Again, probably no real shock with Aston Villa, considering that they're in the top 3 of the table at the moment.
What is a shock is only 1 Man City player there because they played Wolves, and Wolves should be a nice, easy points all round.
Coming on to that, George, this time last week, who said that Erling Haaland would not be starting for Man City?
Right.
I don't know who mentioned that at all, Tom.
Now, here's a question. Did you know he wasn't starting, or did you just guess?
I knew.
Because realistically, anyone that has a brain would have said he's starting.
Well, obviously, I've got a brain-ish, right? But I knew that it wasn't starting.
It was just a lucky guess.
It was not a lucky guess. Hence, I never captained him. Right?
I captained him and made a mistake, but...
Well, at least we're not Cole.
I didn't take a screenshot of it, but Cole triple captained Haaland.
That was hilarious. I can't believe it. Like, he's gone from his Man City prediction of 7-1 to that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Carl's knowledge of football ends at Man City, doesn't it? So, listen, Carl, if you're watching, awful decision, personally.
It was an awful decision.
He's gonna call you out to a charity boxing match at this rate.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah. Do you know what they call me, George? They call me right, good night. Left, right, good night. No issue.
Oh, Carl's got to watch out for that then.
Oh, whatever. But yes, that was a weird team, that wasn't it? I mean, and it was quite low, the points. That's the best team of the week, 125. That's not a lot, is it?
Yeah, so... no, it's not. Like I say, it wasn't like an outstanding, like one with incredible amount of points or an individual performance. But we've got some comments in. Ayari deserved it for his goal. Wilson got your points. I did mention, and to be fair, Wilson is like I've mentioned a few weeks ago. He's somebody that you should be having in your team because he's on fine form.
Well,
shut up, GH.
No. The only thing I'm going to say is Wilson is probably one of their best players, if not their best player. But they have now brought in another winger in Oscar Bob, so that is something you've got to think about. Whether he's going to be potentially rotated a little bit for just give him a bit of a rest now they've got a backup in, or whether he's actually still going to play. Just think of that. Just let that ponder in your brains. Anyone that's watching, have a think.
Then also evening. Yes, hello, Bob. Dude, and then we got Bushy in chat. Thought John was on tonight. Well, John is in the comments section. Is Tom in the bright sunshine? He is. He's in Costa del Sol.
Costa del Barbados.
Scotland. right now. I think he's just wanting to show off because in a minute I will show you what he's probably wanting to gloat about a little bit and why he's wearing the sunshine. Because he wants to gloat about being right about Haaland and something else. GH going to get bummed raw by Watermelon. Liverpool going to be shown a proper team. I mean, that's Liverpool. That's for a different show. This is FPL related. I mean,
get Watermelon out your team if you've got him in there, anyone, because he's useless. That's what I will say in regards to
that. And then this is what we're going to show right there. Tom is not at the bottom of the table for the month. He's actually risen a place. Carl, because of his triple captain, drops down to the bottom. Tom gains 1 place to 12th.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually dropped a place because Luke Birch played his bench boost, so he's actually overtaken me. There is only 1 point at the top there, because if I remove this, you can see he is on 238. I'm on 237 going into this weekend's fixtures. So it's all to play for. So, I need a good weekend.
So question, do you think you can do it? Do you think you'll finish top?
Bit risky because I'm not making any transfers. I'm not making any transfers.
So that means you believe in your team. So surely you've got to.
I believe. Not quite. I want to bank my transfers for the double game weeks and stuff.
Yes, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. So that's why, basically. John is saying Tom's mind games as always. And is GH below you? Yes, GH is below you in the table by 4 points. GH dropped down to 7th.
I mean, I would be above him if I decided to actually bloody well not leave a load of points on my bench.
Well,
shocker. No, everyone pretty much does that every single week, GH.
Yeah, but anyone that's seen my team will know how many points I've left on the bench.
That's a you problem, GH, isn't it? That's you.
Two of the players I left on the bench were in the team of the week, for God's sake.
Well, George, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? I mean,
it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, John had somebody that's in the team of the week on his bench. So
yeah, but let's be real.
Roundabouts.
Let's be real. It's just my luck. I've had very, very poor run of luck in FPL this season.
Oh, is that what it is? That little chestnut. I've been unlucky.
I mean, come on. You've seen the amount of times where I could have gone either way, and it's just like gone against me. Like.
Everybody has that, GH. I've captained Haaland, and I could go, oh, I wish I hadn't captained Haaland and
but that's
somebody else.
No, but that's slightly different because everyone's done that. I guarantee you, most people don't have Szoboszlai on their bench, do they?
Well, why would you?
Ben.
Why would you? Because he doesn't really do much anymore. So I was going to get rid of him, but he scored and assisted last week.
Yeah, but why would you have him
Ben
bench?
wants to say something.
Go on, Ben.
Yeah,
sorry, Ben.
I don't know how I'm a point above Tom. That surprises me.
Well, I know how you're above Tom because he's shit and you're not.
Wow. And also, you scored 2 more points than him this week. If you take those 2 points away, technically you would have been below Tom. So you just outscored Tom.
And also to point out, I think I'm the third most for that game week. I think I'm 3rd or 4th or something.
Yes, you are 3rd. Bob Dude got 2nd most points, and Birchie got the most because he played his bench boost. So you got the 3rd most points that particular game week. So not bad at all. But then also Tom got the 4th most amount of points. In game week 23.
Not what I want. Because
how do you feel about that, Tom?
I mean, George is obviously, George is threatened by me. I can tell.
Well, you're above me in the overall standings, so I mean.
Well, there we go, George.
That's not a good sight.
It's good. Do you know what? Trust me. If I actually concentrated on this, I would wipe the floor.
Yeah, actually being the key word. Yeah.
Then Tom, I thought Tom was going to win Manager of the Month. I thought
there's still weekend left. Bob Dude.
Yeah,
right?
He's going to somehow have a 200-point weekend, basically set new record or something.
So listen, Bob. Right? Who is Bob Dude?
Dan, Brighton fan Dan.
Oh, Dan, the man. Brighton Dan man. Hey, he's a good lad. He's from Brighton. My mate's from Brighton, actually. She's called Donna. Yeah, she's mental. But look, you know what? Danny Welbeck, American Express, whatever.
Oh,
so do you know what? Let's have it.
And then John talking about Szoboszlai on his bench, got him 13 points, but obviously didn't get into his lineup. Ben, why is Virgil van Dijk your captain? You reckon Liverpool have clean sheet? I mean, you've been doing this for a fair few weeks, I keep noticing. Yeah. Like, you really keep backing Virgil van Dijk for some strange reason.
Well, it's who the hell do I? You know,
I mean,
an attacking player.
I mean, to be fair, no. To be fair, I know it was only against Karabakh, but he was the first defender to get a hat trick of assists in the Champions League match. Like, if he can do that against Karabakh, who's to say he can't do that in the league?
GH, she literally started off with the reason, I know it's Karabakh. Like, there you go. That's why he got a hat trick of assists.
Right.
It's
so all the shit teams in Champions League history, and no club has ever had a defender, a centre back, get a hat trick of assists in one Champions League match. And you're telling me it's easy because he is Karabakh.
Yeah, but it is Karabakh, though, isn't it? Karabakh. It sounds like carrier bag, right? I mean, come on. Rotherham are better than Karabakh, right?
Well, they're not. They're not in European football.
Yeah, because they live in a different country, George, right? Don't worry about Karabakh.
Well, anyway, all I'm trying to say is, as much as you probably should captain an attacker, it's not. Sometimes it can pay off doing a defender. And Van Dijk's had a good return recently, so it's not the worst shout ever.
George, I think back in the day when Trent Alexander-Arnold was in the Prem, you could get away with captaining Trent. Or Reece James, maybe, when he's fit and firing. But other than that...
Reece James, nice stroke.
Other than that, Ben, I wouldn't be captaining a centre-half, personally.
Yeah, 100%. Even with like the DEFCON and stuff like that, because with a defender to really score points, you're either thinking your attackers are going to score nothing, your midfielders are going to score nothing, get no assists as well, and you're just banking on a clean sheet, maybe DEFCON, and then obviously the points for players.
Yeah, you say that, but in the I think it's like 3 of my last 4 weeks, Chalobah's got like the most points in my team. So if I'd have captained Chalobah, he'd have got me some good points. He got me like 9 points one week.
Well,
all right. I'm just gonna VAR check that.
It was something. I'm not saying it was definitely that, but it was something like that.
Well, you just came along and just said, Chalobah's been like my highest scoring points for several weeks.
Chalobah was joint highest last week. No, not last week, the week before.
Oh, a joint. And who was the other player that was joint highest with him?
Saliba and João Pedro.
The week that just went by, your highest scoring player was João Pedro.
Yeah, I know, but okay, it might have been a few weeks further back, but wait.
And João Pedro was the joint highest scoring player that week as well.
I'm having a look.
George, you just rambling, George.
It's Thiago the week before that.
There we go.
How many weeks ago we go? And then it was Thiago again.
There
week 20.
15. Game week 15. no.
Game week 19, you had a defender that was in double digits. Nobody
No,
else.
it's not Foden's top that week.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I must.
GH is just it's too much of this.
I'm dreaming. Yeah.
So.
No. Definitely game week 12.
Oh wow, we're going back to game week 12. Wow, to say that a defender was worth having as a captain over a player.
He got me 6 points, and nobody else got me higher than 5.
Wow,
and that was another defender.
Right, hello, Luke. We have Luke in chat.
Yes, Luke.
I'm seeing Turbo in sunglasses. I'm guessing he had a great week. Yeah, he's in 12th for the month now. He's 12th for the month, so yeah, you could say mine.
I'm Maverick, Luke. I'm Maverick, mate.
Yeah.
Maverick.
And looking at the overall table, then. So where is Tom? Where is he? Let's have a look.
He's above me. He's in 9th.
In 9th of just 20 points ahead of GH.
Oh, 20 points, George. 20 points. That's a lot to come back. However, I'm looking at that.
It's not.
I'm looking at that. Birchie, I'm having you this week, mate, and probably
you're having Birchie this week. Who got the most? So
you're going to overtake Birchie. So that means you're saying you're overtaking John and Birchie this week, yeah?
Yeah. And Birchie got the most points this whole game week, by the way.
Yes, but like I said, he used.
Birchie, love me, Birchie. I love you, Birchie. God's sake. Listen, right. Don't worry about that, George. Don't worry about that, pal. I'm all over it, right?
Right, okay.
And I'll tell you a change I'll be making this week. I'll be bringing in Mr. Jared Branthwaite into central defence.
Branthwaite?
Yeah.
You should be bringing in Michael Keane instead. He's better.
Then Branthwaite, he's not.
Okay.
The thing is, at this moment in time, I've listened to the comments and I have now changed my captain.
Okay, that's good.
And I think I've gone for Phil Foden.
Ooh.
Against Spurs!
Only thing I want to... only a couple of things that we should remind you. First of all, he didn't start last week. And second of all, it's against Spurs. Notoriously, they're shit against Spurs.
Yeah, that is a brave move right there. I mean, most people have gotten rid of Foden by now.
I've still got Foden, but the thing is, if you do captain Foden and he does well, then it's a differential captain because not a lot of people will have him, and it'll pay off. So it could be a good move.
All right, don't give him false hope now, GH.
What I would say
the positives.
What I would say about history between clubs. I noticed Luke said it yesterday. Death taxes, City don't beat Spurs at Spurs or whatever, right? I don't buy into any of that, right? City will absolutely smash Spurs tomorrow.
What, like they absolutely smashed Man United, and you know,
they will. Come on, George, your life's depending on it, mate. Someone's there with a gun to your head, George. They say, George, your football knowledge is shite, right? You need to make a decision, George, right? There's a game now. Who's going to win? You've got to pick one. Spurs.
Who's going to win? Well,
City. Who's going to win?
Is,
to save your life, George.
I didn't predict to win. I predicted a draw. But
you can't do that. The guy with the gun to your head is like, I'm not interested in draws,
okay. If I had to pick a winner, probably Man City should be winning it. So
there we go.
I didn't predict it. But I didn't predict a win because I don't think it will be a win for City.
So then you get your head blown off, George, because Spurs will ultimately win. So do you know what? That's a shame.
There we go. Then we got Pep Empire in the chat. Hello, I'm a bit tipsy, obviously being on a few drinks. Only 60 back from the top. Yeah, you're close to the top, but anything can happen. Keeps chopping and changing at the top, to be fair. It is Mersey, Glory Hole, Cap Gun Tom, and Ben Affleck on the show.
Cap Gun Tom? Who's Cap Gun Tom?
Cap Gun Tom, right there. Tom. Cap Gun Tom.
He doesn't look like Cap Gun Tom.
I think he probably means
love the glasses, Mr. Tom.
No offense
Top Gun. He means Top Gun.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't look like Captain Tom.
Oh,
Who's
Ben,
Top Gun,
got something positive for you in chat. Ben, can hear
a
you much
YouTuber.
better and love the name. Yeah, I can hear you quite well. Although I think the audio just needs a little tweaking, but it's all good. Tom, we slapped them under Frank, Ange, Conte, Nuno, Mourinho, and Poch. So that's 6 different managers and multiple different times that they've managed to overcome Man City. So there we go. Proof's in the pudding right there.
And it's not going to happen, though, is it? Let's face it. Come on.
Right. It's just the only thing that I question is they didn't beat Man United and nobody predicted a Man United win. So,
well, I did.
All right, Mystic Tom.
Well, I did.
Mystic Mike.
It was live on your Thursday show.
Pepper's drunk half a bottle of rum. Very happy for once, but I think Spurs were Spurs. Even the Man City fan says they're gonna lose.
Wait, half a bottle of rum. What percent is that?
They're gonna say that because they think that. Look, it's just mentality, innit? Mentality.
We want a Ben Rotherham rant now. I mean, it's not the time and place for a Rotherham rant. I know this is a Rotherham channel.
Surely he won't be doing that because he'll be happy, won't he? Because they won.
Oh, there you go, GH. He thinks 70%.
Blooming heck.
Beating Man City.
No, that's the percentage of the alcohol.
I mean, it could be, but then that would mean he would be drinking Ray and Nephew high proof rum, if it is to do with the rum. The one player I want to talk about as a potential candidate to bring into your teams, and you can take some notes here, Ben, if you want, is Thierno Barry from Everton. So I was actually looking at players earlier, and this guy kind of like stood out a little bit to me because he's actually scored 4 times in the past 5 games, I believe it is. So he's in a little bit of nice form. And Everton don't have the worst of fixtures coming up either.
I mean,
Brighton, Fulham, Bournemouth, Man United, and then Newcastle in the next 5.
Exactly, and that's another reason why I brought in a defender a few weeks ago from Everton, because they've got some good fixtures.
5.7 million, so cheap, like someone like Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. Could be, as we have said a few times, a differential maker.
I think that's not a bad shout.
It's not a bad shot, but the only person I'm bringing in from Everton is Jared Branthwaite.
Fair enough.
Me. Trust me.
If he outscores Tarkowski or Keane, Keane's still suspended, isn't he?
No, he's not. No? This is his first week back.
Okay, so if Branthwaite outscores Keane or Tarkowski, I will be shocked.
Trust me. Get Branthwaite in. I'm telling you.
The reason I put Keane in my team is because, simply put, he's got the most points, and if for Everton in defence, and isn't that what you want, Tom? The most points.
Bring Branthwaite in, George. Bring Branthwaite in.
I'm not wasting my transfer on Branthwaite. He can stay out my team.
Okie dokie, no problem.
Yeah, I'd rather stick with Tarkowski, thanks as well.
I'd rather bloody put Stevie Wonder in.
What do I know about Jared Branthwaite?
What do you know? Why is he so hot on your radar?
Bit like Haaland last weekend, boys. Bring in Jared Branthwaite.
Are you best mates with Branthwaite or something?
I mean,
he's got some kind of inside information.
Some secret agent that's
I can't say on here, I'm afraid. Can't say.
The thing is, I've got Tarkowski in my team, so.
Well, you haven't got the
there
shit.
You go. He knows. Ben knows. Ben knows which one.
Ben's overtaking you this week.
And you, George.
No, I meant for the month. But
He's already above him in the month. How can he overtake Tom if he's already above Tom in the table? That makes no sense,
shit.
GH.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, GH, you and your logic.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant. He's going to convincingly stay above you. That's what I meant.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So more comments. I think you should all get rid of Haaland, especially Maz. He thinks that Barry won't do anything because they're playing against Brighton. Interesting.
Brighton are at home though, and I did predict Brighton win. So I mean, but then again, really, what's his name? What's Welbeck done recently? Not a lot. So,
but Brighton also like conceding goals is all I would say to that, and he only takes one goal, and Barry scored. Jack Grealish is out for the season. I mean, I don't think any of us have Jack Grealish nowadays.
Didn't Phil have Jack Grealish, or was it?
Yeah, when he captained him, but he might have got rid of him since.
Yeah, probably.
Problem with removing Haaland is who do you replace him with? Practically have to wildcard to replace him on a whole. Not necessarily. You could just bank the money and then do transfers down the line. just because you get rid of Haaland doesn't mean you have to go and spend the money.
I was going to say also, just because you've got a lot of money doesn't mean it doesn't mean you have to use it. It's like let's say for argument's sake, a 4.5 million defender is doing really well, and Saliba or Gabriel doing terrible. For argument's sake, would you just go out of your way to keep them in your team because they're more expensive and you want to spend your money, or would you keep who's doing well? You'd keep who's doing well. So realistically, if Haaland's not doing well, get rid of him for who is doing well, and it doesn't matter what value they are.
I mean, personally, I'm going to get rid of Haaland, and I'm probably going to replace him with João Pedro, to be honest with you.
I've already got him. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's not a bad player, is he? Probably João Pedro, and it frees up a few million for a better midfielder. George Glory Hole. What's the crack with Mo Salah? Is he coming back to play?
Well, he played last week and he didn't do anything, so I would stay away from him if I were you.
Would you? What minute did he come on last week?
I'm pretty sure he played the whole match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he started last weekend.
He didn't do anything. He just didn't do anything.
Did he look interested? Is the question.
Well, clearly not. No, because we lost.
Yeah, but he looked like he was all right for it against Karabag. GH. Looked when he scored.
Yeah, but Karabag is Karabag.
Oh, all of a sudden, Karabag is Karabag. Van Dijk's going to get 3 assists against Premier League teams.
But the thing is, you've got to remember Haaland, players like Haaland, players like Salah, they come with this huge price tag, and if they're not performing, then it's not worth keeping them in because you can distribute that money better elsewhere. So I would say stay away from stay away from Salah. I haven't seen anything currently that says he's worth getting.
I think Wirtz is the next one to get. Personally, I think Wirtz is the one to get.
To be fair, he's been solid recently.
I think Florian Wirtz will probably in the World Cup this summer. We'll end up getting Germany, and he'll absolutely do us. I mean, I don't mean you there, Mers, because you support Spain for some reason. But I mean, yeah, I think Wirtz. Wirtz is a shout. I think he is.
I mean, my second favourite team after England is Portugal, and I think does Cunha play for Portugal, or is he Portuguese?
Yeah.
Cunha.
Cunha.
Mateus.
No, he's Brazilian. Brazilian.
Yeah.
Brazilian.
Yeah, he's Brazilian.
They speak Portuguese in Brazil, just for knowledge.
Yeah, they speak Spanish in Portugal as well, probably.
They speak Portuguese in Portugal, George. What are you on about?
They probably speak a lot of languages in a lot of countries. What are you on about?
Going off topic.
No. Brazil is Portuguese.
Oh, whatever.
It is, GH. Argentina is Spanish, but then GH was like, but some of the Argentinian people speak Argentinian.
Well, they do.
Obrigado. I mean, I'm fluent in all languages.
Bom dia.
Say one, Ben. What are you saying?
Bom dia. That's good morning, that.
Probably, I don't know.
It's a bomb.
Bon dia.
So we're having a foreign language lesson right now. Okay. Catching up with chat. So in reference to me saying about Brighton liking to concede goals, I mean, you just proved a point there, Dan, by saying 2 clean sheets at home.
Against two
clean
teams.
sheets out of what? Like 12, 13
and
games?
against 2 teams that you should be winning with clean sheets anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, point proven, I would say right there. Point proven. Only 2 clean sheets at home. Lucas said about he's brought in Verts and not looked back. And then Pep Empire. World Cup.
All right, I show speed.
I bet you love listening to that, don't you, GH? I bet that's like on your playlist, isn't it?
Nah, I actually don't like that song. It's so annoying.
Oh, wow. That makes a change. I thought you liked listening to annoying songs.
Well, that song is annoying, so no, I don't like listening to annoying songs.
Dan is saying, sorry, GH, what was your score against teams?
Well,
you drew against, was it? Yeah, you drew against Burnley.
We drew against Burnley. We beat Burnley, so that's 1 win, 1 draw.
You lose to Sunderland?
And we drew against Sunderland, and we still have to play. So we didn't lose to Sunderland yet.
But at least they beat Qarabag, though.
Yeah. You beat Qarabag 6-0. Remember that's a great one.
So because we beat Qarabag 6-0, theoretically we can do anything.
I mean, I would say I've already told him that Pep Empire to get Foden. Keep holding Foden.
Right, okay.
Differential maker, apparently.
I want Foden. Foden's going to prove you all a point this week. He's gonna get me and Ben some good points.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Keep Foden in. If you've got him, keep him because he's going to get points. Whether or not City win, that's irrelevant because he's still going to score or assist at least once in the match.
So you're actually captaining Foden, George.
Wow, I might not
put your money where your mouth is, GH. If you think Foden's going to be having such a good week and proving us wrong, captain him against Spurs. Join Ben and captain Foden.
I mean, I might not go that
talking shit out of your mouth right now.
I might not go that far because that's a bit far.
Oh, that's a bit too far. I'm going to keep Foden because he's going to prove everybody wrong, but I don't have enough faith to go and captain him. Well,
I mean, it's a bit hard to captain. It's a bit hard to captain him when João Pedro is in such good form.
I get that, but you just said Foden's going to prove us wrong, so that sounds like
also
hat trick territory right there.
Whoa! I'm not that deluded. He's not going to get a hat trick.
Ben's counting on him to get a hat trick. Why don't you count on him to get a hat trick?
He'll get a goal or an assist. That's more than enough.
Okay, yeah, I guess from a midfield standpoint, yeah, got a goal is kind of a bare minimum. I kind of want to see, even maybe an assist.
I've still got Gabriel in the team, so.
Well, yeah. I don't want to talk about Arsenal. I
I will, Mers. I think any captaining this week should be an Arsenal player against Leeds, to be honest with you.
What about Gyökeres? Would you captain him then, Turbo?
No, God, no, not Gyökeres. I would think somebody like I need to have a look and have a read. I'll be looking at someone like Saka or even Declan Rice.
Saka?
Yeah. Why not?
Saka hasn't really done much, so I don't know. I've taken out of one of my accounts. I had Saka.
Next thing you're going to say is Captain Odegaard, who's been just as irrelevant.
Says George, whose team is currently your third or fourth in the Premier League these days? I don't know.
We're not fourth.
No,
we're
they're
sixth.
like sixth.
We're sixth.
Never. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, we're like sixth.
I mean, you could have a situation as a Champions League final between Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, never say never.
Yeah.
I mean, if Liverpool gets a Champions League final, I'll be shocked.
So will I, to be honest.
I will be shocked at that. I know they do like a European competition, to be fair, Liverpool.
They
but
do.
I'll be very-
They do, to be fair. I mean, Liverpool are, yeah, whatever. But I'm obviously rooting for in Europe, Benfica. Come on, Benfica, let's have it.
Yeah, we all want Benfica.
Well,
to go
yeah,
through.
Mourinho against Real Madrid.
Everybody.
Here for Benfica. 'cause
I must admit, I don't know how you shipped how we conceded 2 goals against a Kazakhstan side, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
We're top of the table in Europe, so that was all that mattered. Got a few more comments. GH triple captain Foden or no balls. Where's your Foden captain? Then GH this game week captain him. Prove everybody wrong. You won't. From Dan there.
So Roman, that's a pretty stupid comment. Triple captain Foden when I've already said when we've already discussed when the best time to use triple captain is.
Yeah, but he wasn't here at the time. He wasn't here, so he didn't hear that. So,
Well,
GH,
that's his fault.
Saka's done nothing in a while, which is what I said. Semenyo will score this weekend, but Spurs will win. Being top 8 in Champions League means nothing. A team 14th in the Prem can do it.
Yeah, that is a good point.
I mean, you're not top of the table, though. You're in the top 8. There's a difference. There's a difference to that. Then looking at transfers in and out. So most transfers in this game week. So we've got Bruno Fernandes, João Pedro, and Mbeumo, Enzo, Semenyo, Chalobah, Dorgu, who is flagged as being injured, Gabriel, Wilson, and Rice. So Man United and Chelsea dominating that table right there, but that backs up what we were talking about last week, which was Man United and Chelsea players are worth getting in now because of the fact that they both got a good run of fixtures. So what we predicted last week, everybody is basically following that advice. So
it's funny because last week there was loads of Man United players, if I remember correctly, in most transferred out, and now they're all back in most transferred in. People are very hot to transfer players in and out, aren't
they? Well, yes, but I think Semenyo was like on both lists last week, so he could be on both lists again. We'll have a look at that in a second, but I think there's no real shocks realistically with that list. Like, got Arsenal players, like we said, the Man United, Chelsea situation, 3 of each. So people obviously clearly picking those 3, which is kind of the same 3 that I've picked on one of my accounts. And Mbeumo is one of the players as well. So yeah, pretty normal, logical choices there. Then on outside of things, we actually can see a Haaland in the top 10 of being out. 204,000 people there. He is 9th on the list. But this list, we got Foden number 1. So GH is back in Foden. He's saying that 808,000 people that have transferred him out this week are wrong.
I mean, the only thing I've got to worry about is if too many people transfer him out, he'll drop in price if he hasn't already. And then I might, if he continues to be bad, then I'm going to miss out because he's going to lose it. He's going to lose value, and I'm going to pay the price of the value drop. Boo hoo.
Okay.
I mean, you look at all those. I mean, Dorgu, I think he's out for a while, isn't he? Dorgu.
Yeah. Pepper's just said in the chat.
Not
7 weeks
actual
is
Pep.
what he's heard, basically. So that is a good chunk of the season. That's basically taking us up towards the end of March. So that leaves what? April, May fixtures.
That take. I mean, you look at that. Guimaraes, Ekitike, Thiago, Shirky, interesting. I think Mamouche could be a shout for anybody coming in. There's a reason why Foden's got transferred out. DCL, I've still got him in my team. I want to get rid, as well as Haaland. You know what? I might play a bench booster, a free hit this weekend. I'm not too sure.
All I'm going to say.
All I'm going to say
is people are very reactionary.
Yeah.
People are very reactionary. Like it's a marathon, not a sprint, as you always say, Tom. Getting rid of Foden now is just a mistake.
Correct, George. Very correct, George. But you know what? The one thing I am going to say, and I predicted it last week, and it's up to you if you want to follow what I'm doing, right?
I don't want your tips.
I said Haaland would not play. He'll be benched this week. I'm now telling you to go for Jared Branthwaite. Get him in your team. Trust me.
I mean, GH, right? You're talking about people being reactionary, right? Let's be real. With the Foden situation, outside the 3 weeks that he's done something, and bearing in mind we've had 23 weeks done, that's 20 weeks where he's done nothing. Is that truly reactionary right there for a Foden scenario?
Maybe not, but the one that is reactionary is Thiago, because realistically he's been solid most of the season.
Yeah, and you can see right there on the form side of things where it says 7.0. Like, he has had good weeks and he's had bad weeks, but he's been more consistent in the points in, say, the last 15 weeks in comparison to someone like Haaland. Who's only had good weeks, maybe 1 in 4, 1 in 5 maybe of those 15 past weeks. So I would say Haaland's not reactionary. I think Saka being on this list is 100% warranted, because me as an Arsenal fan right now, he just isn't doing what we've seen from Saka in, say, the past 3 seasons.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of Saka this season, and he's not the player he was in previous years.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick on Mers. Just this is nothing to do with FPL. Are you confident Arsenal beat Leeds this weekend?
Realistically, with how Leeds have actually been since the start of December, we're going to Ellen Road, so it's Leeds at home. I genuinely could actually see Leeds getting a draw. I don't think Leeds could necessarily beat us, but I think with how they're performing and just how we've been in, say, the past month or so, I feel like Leeds definitely have the ability in it to try and at least nick something out of the game.
Right, thank you. I mean, Bell End Road, as we call it in Yorkshire, is a terrible place. It's a disgusting place.
Awful places.
It's an awful place. But I need Arsenal to win tomorrow for something that my wife's involved with. But anyway, listen, thank you.
That's all right.
Also not non-FPL related. Do you think Wolves are still going down?
Well, GH believes that they're not, and I think we need to avoid talking about this, because otherwise this could take forever with GH's opinion.
No. All I'll say, I'll make it short and sweet. Wolves are staying up. West Ham are going down, along with Forest and Burnley. That's all that needs to be said. Move on.
Right,
George. Quick one before we move on. Wolves have just sold the best striker to, I believe, Palace or someone like that.
They've got Mane. They'll be all right.
Oh God! GH thinks a young player is going to solve Wolves every problem for Wolves right now. Right. Anyway, getting away from this. Dan has said he's transferred out Thiago. Watch him have a great game now against Villa. Probably not necessarily against Villa, but somewhere he will have a good game, undoubtedly. I would say with him. Pep's going to say he's going to do a big call out. Villa to drop off in the next few weeks. I mean, kind of can easily predict that because they don't have the biggest of squads and a few injuries, like an injury to Rodgers in particular.
Well, they have just signed a new striker, so
Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
That's like not going to solve their problems, GH.
No, but it's at least they're making signings, unlike Liverpool, who just signed a 17-year-old Austrian striker and done nothing else.
But George, would you like Liverpool to sign me as the big man up top?
Definitely not. No. I'd rather Stevie Wonder up top than you.
Fucking hell! And he wore glasses, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Ben?
I'll have Jeremy Clarkson up front and all.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Do you know what this is like tonight? Have you ever seen South Park?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanted to say anything there, Ben?
No.
Okay. Pep thinks that Arsenal's going to win 1-0. Deal not gone through yet, but it will. GH is Timmy from South Park. Timmy!
Wow.
I would have said you'd be a bit more like Butters, but okay.
Boss!
Yeah. So anyway, we are coming to the end of the show. Does anybody want to add anything to the end, FPL related for our audience, or to anybody else on the panel in terms of questions or thoughts for game week 24?
Basically, captain the player that's going to get you the most points, and just make sure it's solid. To be honest with you, and then look ahead. Look ahead is what I would say. I'm bringing Jared Branthwaite. Trust me.
Do not use your triple captain, or else you'll regret it.
GH, use your triple captain. Use your triple captain.
Well, no, because then I'll regret it. I just said.
But then maybe you might regret it during the double game week where it doesn't do very well. Maybe your player gets injured and suddenly scores like no points. You'd be like, I really wish I'd used it on on Foden in game week 24.
I mean, it's kind of like Carl. Like as a City fan, you predict to win comfortably against Wolves. You predict Haaland to do well, and then he does nothing. It's pot luck when a player's going to turn up and when a player doesn't. And realistically, yes, Foden could do really well this week, which I'm hoping he does. But at the same time, realistically, is he actually going to do well? Probably. You've got to think about things logically, and he's probably not the best captain, let alone triple captain choice.
Okay. A few more comments then. Butters might be the perfect shout for GH. And then Dan says, GH is Towley, no use other than to be used by others. Oh, GH. This is a perfect question for you, GH, from Pep. Should I sign more Wolves players, GH, or Forest?
First of all, Wolves, and second of all, make sure you have Mane in your team and get yourself a Wolves defender as well.
I like that. Do you know what? To be fair to Butters, thing that he's just said there. To the comments, who's Cartman?
Probably me.
Yeah.
I think next week we should all enter the show. We should all enter as different South Park characters. Instead of like referring to ourselves as GH, as Tom, as Ben, we're just like South Park characters instead.
Well, I think my little girl was playing Fortnite the other day. Was it South Park week or something?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh well, fair enough.
Anyway.
Oh, Luke is saying Bushy or Carl or Cartman.
I'll tell you who Phil is. I'm K, drunk the bed, I'm K. That's Phil. Well, we need to do a thing where we're all South Park characters.
AI, just like an AI like screenshot of all of our faces like changed into the South Park character.
Honestly, I think Phil's like, drugs the bed, I'm K. That's Phil.
Mr. Mackey. Okay. Right. Anyway, that is going to be it for the FPL show this week. Let me just quickly go through all the stuff that you can find on the KB Terrace Talk channel. So make sure to obviously subscribe so you don't miss out on all the other stuff. So we have on the KB Terrace Talk, the main show itself, Monday Night Millers, which also has more than one show now, the Rotherham stuff. You got the midweek Millers. You've also got the weekend Miller stuff after game reactions and stuff. So you've pretty much got 3 Millers shows a week. Tom's like showing off because he's basically
you're blessed. Basically, if you're a Rotherham fan, this is they're the best shows to watch. There's so much content. Get on it.
Then on Thursday, there is the Thursday night Premier League prediction show, which goes through the previous week's fixtures and also predicting scorelines for the upcoming fixtures as well. You'll hear GH with some outlandish takes each and every week on that show. Yeah, as always. And then finally, the other show that you can catch on the KB Terrace Talk channel is the Sunday service that goes through the EFL League. So it covers Championship, League One, and League Two. So you might see Ben on that one as well. Tom pretty much appears on nearly everything except for the Premier League
apart from the Thursday night show. I'm on everything other than that.
Basically.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
But that is it from myself, GH, Tom, and Ben. Thank you, everybody.
All them George, all them Ben.
And see you soon. Bye-bye.